Okay guys, still 17 here, part 5 of the Wargame Red Dragon campaign called Bear vs Dragon. Now, we just finished a very tough fight here against a load of T72s, and now the battle really starts. We're going to be fighting here on Bolshoi Cayman. I got a lot of infantry and a lot of additional, support infantry basically, and this is their main push. T80s and T72s. Now there's only 24 of these, but mind you, they got their support. These anti-air units are going to make it very difficult for my anti-air or for my ATGM planes to effectively strike at these tanks if the AI is smart enough to bring these guys with them. If they leave these at base, I'm going to be pretty safe against these guys. Now, more we can expect T32s, BMP2s with concourse missiles, Malka ATGMs, artillery units, not ATGMs, Beryuzas, Strelas, all sorts of anti-air, a variety of recon units and a couple of command units, and over here we have Sturms, which means that these are ATGM carriers with a very high range of 2800 meters, very high AP power and good accuracy, so my tanks here are going to be in quite a pinch. Now, I'm not going to be guaranteeing that this battle is going to go well, so I'm going to save this game first. Part 5, because I'm not really sure how this battle is going to go down. Now the map we have is decent in the sense that we have all of these zones and they can only come in here from Naghodka. So we can set up a defense, but it's not going to be very good because we don't have any long-range anti-tank weapons. We have tanks, the Chonma Ho and the Chonma Ho 2, but these things are no match for T80. In the previous video you could see how T72s made quick work of my Type 59s, and these are basically the same tanks, just a little bit upgraded. Now these do have an AP power of 15. These have an AP power of 13. Let's see what kind of armor these guys have. 13. So the Chonma Ho 2 can cut through them, but there's 8 of them and 4 of mine. T72 is the same problem, 13 AP power. They got a 14 AP power gun on them. And my armor is only 6 and 8, so I'm not going to be relying on these things, or at least I shouldn't be too much. What I could be relying on is these MiG-21s. They have anti-tank weapons, but they're not very accurate at only 30%. But one hit can take out either a T80 or a T72 if they're coming in from the side. Furthermore, I got cluster bombers and fighters with napalm. Now I do have quite the variety of infantry. I got these recoilless rifles, got Zanshis, which are the standard infantry, and I got Yukyeondae, which are the shock troopers. Got quite a bit of logistics. I got some support in the sense of 4 mortar carriers, but they only got 5 kilometer range. So my plan right now is to make sure that I have both of these angles of approach open, so I need to put a CV in both of these zones. I want to try and hold Delta. Charlie's not that important, but if I can force those tanks over these bridges and out of the anti-air zone from this guy, because this is probably where those anti-airs are going to be set up, then I might have a chance against those T80s. Here we go. My computer has suggested I set up in Charlie. Well, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have my command infantry all the way back here. I want another CV. Let's see, what can we bring in? Some more command infantry in this building. Now this zone isn't very easy to defend, especially not if we're coming up against a lot of tanks. I can put some tanks in here, but if those tanks come either through this lane or here, then they have their frontal armor turned towards me. So probably my best bet is to try and hide a couple of these these Chonma Ho tanks in these bushes and fire across the river. It's not ideal, but I'm hoping it's going to work. Recon is key in this map. It's a huge map and I need some eyes to get a lot of early sightings of those tanks. I'm going to be grouping my infantry in these buildings as well, because those tanks can come over the bridges. If I park them here, they're going to have an earlier fire at them. Let's see, 14 AP power, 14 AP power, so this is basically the same weapon. Now I do have 40 of these guys, so I can spam these around quite a bit. And this should help me with defending against that oncoming onslaught of tanks. And I really am quite concerned about them, because they can do a lot of damage. Over here I could try to have a recon unit here. I could try to hide some tanks here, because I don't think they're going to be passing down this line. So let's try to do a flanking attack. I'm going to wait about 5 minutes to do that, because by that time all of those tanks should be gone. Two groups of tanks, they got no aerial units apart from a helicopter, which is just a recon chopper, and I would like to take it down, but I don't have any anti-air units. What I do have is T55 flame napalm tanks. I don't need those right now. I could hide some infantry in here. Now my objective in this battle is to try and take out as many of those tanks as I can. My objective is not to win the game, although it would be nice. It's not necessary. I mean, if I can come after these guys the next turn, that's good enough for me. So long as they have a lot less tanks available. Okay, this zone isn't properly defended yet. We need to have... yeah, what do we need to have? I can call in some mortars. I want those somewhere around here. Recon. Recon setting up here. I'm going to have my command infantry on the other side, so I can call them, or I can evac them if I need to. I have another recon unit over here. Let's see, I want something that's quick off the road, which is usually only these guys. I'm gonna put some in this forest and hope they don't cross it. I'm going to put that thing on hold fire. And I'm gonna call in 3 of these, 4 actually. Okay, this is gonna be a very, very tight match. Get these vehicles out of here, unload the command units, turn off all of these guys' weapons, and hope they don't get spotted. Okay, there's an Mi-2. The only anti-air I have is this thing armed with guns, this thing armed with anti-air missiles, and this thing armed with guns. That's the main extent of my anti-air force, really. Let's see if we can do a strike on these without taking too much losses. Still a long way away. Oh yeah, here we go. Open fire. Drop the bombs. Hope you don't get any missile. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's one Q511 down. They've already seen some of my units. So, let's make a couple of flybys on them. I don't know exactly what they are, but I know that they're here. Let's couple down, evac these before they get taken down. Now, they're not that expensive, but I would like to get them out. Yeah, fly over AA, why don't you? Seems like a good idea. This thing is firing ATGMs. It might be a storm. Missed. Reloading those missiles really takes long. Yeah, those were storms. I could tell by the speed of their missiles. These things seem to be out of position, at least out of their anti-air range. Let's hope that they are. We'll see soon enough. And you can see just how inaccurate these things really are. I mean, this is horrible. Still got a couple of Q511s, so let's try to call in these guys. Still haven't taken out any T72s. Q511 decides not to drop the bombs, because yeah, why should you? And somehow they're spotting these things, which should be in cover. Let's put some rain on these guys, go after this T72 again. Please take one out. Yeah, these things are horrible. Absolutely horrible. My mortars missed. I can use them to go after these units. Do another flyover. These T72s are panicked, but they're not dead. Finally took out a BMP, yeah, that you can hit. But just imagine being able to hit a T80, that'd be great. Okay, we took out at least one T80 there. Let's have these guys move up and deal with the storms. Where are these guys going? They're getting awfully close here. These Zenshis are not exactly standing a chance against BMPs. Oh look. Let's deal with that. Thank you very much. Move fast. As you can see, there's a lot going on in this match. It's hard to keep up with what exactly is going on. Took out T72. Took out another tank here. These Zenshis are going down. Just keep doing damage to these guys. Take out a Melka. And I know that their CV is somewhere there. Come on, you can do it. Very nice. Call out some more Q511s. I know that there was something over there. Now these guys are getting way too close to this zone, so I'm going to evac these infantry and these mortars. Get this vehicle out of here. Get my command infantry out of here. And set up a new defensive line over here. Or at least try to. I know that there's Q5, or sorry, that there's T80s in the region of this building. I don't know exactly where they are. Let's see, we might be able to hit those with those tanks. My tanks here got taken out, no surprise. These things are going to have to do another flyby because there's still a lot of tanks moving up. These Zenshis are worthless. Get these vehicles out. Move in. They took out a T80 again, which is excellent. Maybe they can take out this T72 as well. Get this guy as far out of here as I can. These motor Strelkies are going down. I took out my recon in the middle and over here, so I'm losing 2 recon vehicles. So be it. Let's put up some more recon then. Lee Ren's over here. Oh yeah. This is a nice turret for a cluster bomb strike. One there and one there. Space them out a little. First plane, second plane dropped their bombs. We hit something. That didn't hit anything. Okay. Mortars made it out, that's good news. And now we can go after these guys, which are firing ATGMs at me right now. Just lost sight of them. Here they are. Come on guys, circle round, go after these tanks. These T80s are getting a lot of experience destroying so many of my vehicles. I really don't like this. Probably going to lose this zone, but so be it. If I can take out a couple tanks in the process, then I'd very much appreciate it. Get this vehicle out of here safely. Let's try to get the drop on this T80, although there are easier turrets to try and get the drop on. Go round. Seems like there's not a lot going on in here. Might take out this command or this recon chopper. Oh yeah, here's their artillery, or sorry, their AA. Quite concerned. Took out one T72. Didn't take out anything else. Now they have eyes on another of my recon vehicles. I'm going to try to get this guy out as far as possible, lure them away. Without much success, I might add. As you can see, I still have 2900 points versus 1700 on their side. So right now I can really focus on setting up a good defense, and these guys might be my best bet, because these ATGMs might be able to cut through their tanks. So what I'm going to do is just call these in groups of 4, spread them out over my front line. Yeah, okay, they took out my CV over there. Get these guys in as quick as possible. I want to offload their infantry, I won't need that anytime soon. We got some more vehicles coming in. Drop a cluster bomb on that. These guys are exchanging fire now. Q511s are doing a bombing run. Took out some BMPs. There's fighters coming by. Offload the infantry before the infantry gets destroyed. Some more Korsuns. We can fire at the infantry. I do need recon in here. Use these guns to go after them. Actually, I might be able to call in one of those napalmers. It might be handy against those infantries. Yep, there's more coming in. Yeah, we're going to get the full might of the Russians on us. Hold your fire. Offload your infantry. Try to get some cover. Get out, get out. These are definitely vehicles that are going through some napalm. And since they're taking ATGMs to the face and not dying, that means that these are probably tanks. Oh yeah. That's tanks, alright. Took out a load of vehicles here. I'm gonna have these guys coming from this side. Took out another T72. Going on a bombing run and going on a napalm run, because now only they got infantry left, which I can nicely burn up. Call these planes out, there's not a tank to be seen. Took out some more vehicles. Napalming the rest of these guys. This still looks like a... oh, that's a vehicle. Add some artillery to infantry. Get napalm on these guys. Get these Korsuns back. We're definitely getting a lot of points now. That's all because of the air advantage I have. If they would park a Buck or a Tor somewhere in these buildings or these bushes, I'm toast. Because that means I lose my advantage. Yeah, we'll lose a lot of infantry, but if I can take their tanks from them that way, I don't really mind. Now let's see if we can spot where their artillery is coming from. There's some more Modestrelkies. Somewhere here. Yep, behind here. Okay, I'm going to do a very, very dangerous airstrike. I'm going to fly all the way across these mountains and then come up and try to strike on this zone. And meanwhile, we got a lot more vehicles coming up here, so I'm going to napalm this sector. Actually, a bit further forward. Right on top of those Modestrelkies. This way I'm hoping to avoid any AA here in the center, which hasn't got destroyed yet. I know that there was a Berjusa here, so I might lose a plane, but I'd rather have them lose an artillery unit. And that way I'm going to be trading 90 for 120 or more, because artillery is usually never alone in the computer's case. Okay, he's dropping the bombs, getting out, getting out, getting out, getting out. No, he's not getting out. Took out 120 points. Okay, so I'm not doing that again. Let's move up a little, see what we can see. These are almost out of ATGMs, these are out of ATGMs. So this is another example of how with basically inferior technology you can still get a good victory. That is hoping I can get a victory this turn. But I still got 5 minutes left, so should be able to do that. Took another vehicle. These Modestrelkies weren't exactly impressed by my airstrike. These probably some recons. Go after them. This Korshun should be able to take out that BMP for me. There you go. Cluster bombs didn't hit anything. Well, let's move up. Only 4 minutes left. Here's another recon. These are pretty expensive recons at 45. So I just need to get a couple more of those. Come on, thank you. More BMPs moving up. Send out my MiGs again. They've lost so much infantry and so many vehicles by now that it should be a lot easier next time around. These guys didn't take any fire by the looks of it. I gotta say, without these Korshuns, this would have been a whole lot more difficult. Actually, if they don't have that many vehicles left, as I'm expecting, I might be able to find their command vehicle here. If my Lurens can get there in time. Hello. Yep, that's another recon. They cannot fire yet because they're in the forest. And these guys are all elite except for this guy. Just because they took out so many vehicles and infantry. There's still something firing at them from about here. I think that's AA. Actually, it's a BMP. Interesting. Come on, take it out. I want the points. Thank you. Take out the infantry inside. Go. What are you firing at? T72s. Hello. Let's do another push with our air group. 4 of these should be able to take out at least one T72. And since this thing is worth 60 points, that could get me the mission. Yep, they did it. So it wasn't pretty, but we managed to secure the zone, not lose too many units, and cause a lot of injury to their side. Yep. 1 T80 left, 3 T72s. Over here they lost all their Sturms, they lost most of their recon, they still got 1 chopper left. Let's see about the infantry. They got 6 Modstrokies left for Iglas. We destroyed 2 artillery units, 1 Beryuza. So they still got all of those more expensive AT or AA missiles. I'm not too upset about this result really. Let's see. Lost 14 Zanshis, well they're pretty much worthless anyways. Lost 2 Korshuns. I lost 8 tanks, no surprise there. I lost 3 recons, and I lost 2 planes of the Q511s and 2 of the MiGs. Well, I don't mind. They kept the zone, and they're going back. So that was not bad for turn 7. Here we are again. Another strike right into Spask Dolny. This time again with their T-72s, their Jalos, but this time around we got attack choppers. These things are going to really mess up these attack tanks, these T-72s. I got Spetsnaz with helicopters, not too worried about those. We got gunships, these can be used against their gunships, although theirs are a little better. Still got 9 tanks left. I got AA units. And let's see what kind of zones we got. Ooh, this isn't good. All we got left is Charlie. We don't get a reinforcement zone. We're gonna have to fall back to this zone as quickly as possible. Reason being is that last time around I pulled my CV back all the way to here to hide out from their forces, but that means we don't have any command zones in here. Well, they do. This also means that I cannot deploy an FOB, but I don't think that was within the deck anyway. The best choice now is to take a command chopper and to fly this thing right off into this zone as quickly as possible, while my command or my helicopters, these HOTS, could be used to go after enemy units, as in the tanks. Still don't have any recon. These got poor optics, so they're not going to be seeing the tanks very soon. And these guys can be used to create something of a doorstop as well. Okay, get out as soon as you can. These things have yet to take off, so here we go. Command chopper's taken off. They've taken Delta, which is actually good news. Because them taking Delta means they have a CV in there, and that's something we can kill. If we can find it, that is. T-72s in sight. Let's go hunting. These things have 40 accuracy, 22 AP power. So they should be very effective against these T-72s, if they hit. Which, as I'm judging it now, does not seem to be their strong suit. So let's start pouring on some general rocket fire. They only carry 8 missiles, which isn't stellar either. Okay, we captured the zone. That means I'm going to use all of my cargoes to set up a forward supply base for my helicopter. Space these out a little so they won't get artilleried. I can call in some remaining vehicles, but they're not that good, so I'm not going to do it. These are empty. Go home and land. These are empty as well. Same deal. Go home and land. Let's see, these I got 80 rounds left. These are almost out of rounds. They're firing their rounds head on, that's not the best thing. Best thing is to go to the side of these helicopters, mount their machine guns with a range of 875, so I shouldn't get much closer than this. Yeah, there we go. Already taken fire. Took out another T72. Luckily these things are pretty fast. These are basically the French helicopters, which also go 310. Exported to China, so thank you, France. These are empty. These are gonna be empty. I don't really need to resupply these things because they're not as important as these guys. These choppers with their unguided rockets can do some damage against vehicles such as lighter vehicles, but heavier, not so much. They'll just suppress them and panic them. Come on, get out of range. Go away. You do need to get out of this alive. I'm going to send in one group and hold one group in reserve. Now, I still got a couple of these guys with ATGMs. So let's call out these in a group of 4. You guys should have easy pickings here. Get a decent range. And please take out a T72, thank you. That's one down. Another one down. This one's gonna take 2 in the side or even in the rear. One down. Okay, that's at least 8 tanks, I think. Which means I can start carefully scouting out this town. And they even captured this one. I got a ton of anti-air, which is really useless in this situation. The command units they had were command tanks and command helicopters, which means that I might be able to catch a helicopter while it's on the ground. Unless it's no longer on the ground. Let's use these. Oh, hello. Here is something. It's a tank. Might be a command tank. I'm gonna put some rounds into him. Yeah, that's a command tank, alright. Took him out, 185 points, thank you very much. Going north. As you can see, I've only called out these guys, these helicopters, and these helicopters. I didn't call out anything else. Jalos cannot attack a helicopter, so not a threat. VZX, these are the mortar carriers, I want these dead. T72s. But this is more important, I think. Hang on, get back. Oh, these are Jalos, that's not important. Try to take out another T72. These guys are wasting missiles, nothing new. Land these guys as well. These are out of missiles. Go home and get rearmed. And I don't actually want to rearm these things. They're too expensive and I don't have that many reinforcements anyway. Or resupplies. What we have here seems to be a wave of T72s. I really don't want to see these guys in my sector again. Now I'm not going to use the AA on these things, but I'm going to use the anti-tank weapons, the Groms and the anti-tank missiles they carry. Call them out in groups of 4. 4 there, 4... Oh, sorry, 1. 4 here. Try to have these guys spot them. Land. Now, if the enemy spots this zone, this resupply area I have going on here, I'm screwed. Yep, here we go. Engaging with guns. I want them to engage with missiles, so I manually disable the guns. Although I don't think they're going to have much of a shot. Well, so far they missed everything. Disable the guns, get in range, disable the guns, attack range. These are just shallows, these aren't even tanks. Brilliant. Okay, turn all of your weapons off. Form up in one big line. These guys might be able to deal with some of those shallows. Hots are refueled. I burned through at least 4 trucks. Now, some mortars would be nice. Fortunately, I don't have any of those. Just lost my eyes in this sector, which is great. Okay, looks like I'm going to have to refuel these kind of things anyway, because these rockets could come in real handy this time. My tanks aren't really useful because they're going to get wiped out. I got 4 UBIs left, and if I lose these guys, and I think I still have a command unit. Yeah, these come with the UBIs as well, but it's not really worth it right now. Okay, these guys are rearmed. We can use these to very, very aggressively scout, because these guys cannot be targeted by those shallows. Shallow guns cannot aim up into the air. Meanwhile, I'm going out scouting again. Wondering if these things just stopped. Yeah, they did. Okay. Not a valid target. Okay. This is a valid target, and the target is starting to shoot back at you. I'm going to pull these back and have these guys, which are at a much better range, engage them. Engage with rockets, get to minimal range. They hit one T72. Bloody hell, they're still bad shots. Took out one. Almost out of missiles. These guys are working on the shallows, which is nice. Come on, guys, it's not that difficult. Okay, one escaped. Land this guy. Go after these shallows just for the points. It's a bit of a waste of an ATGM, if I'm honest, but I do like them out of the way. This is pretty much a complete waste, so I'm not going to carry on with that. They're laying down some fire on that unit. Here's another wave of T72s. He is out of missiles, but he manages to take out one. Going up again with these. Somehow they left these Jalos alive. Not really sure why they did that. He's out. Go after these guys next. This group is rearmed, but taking out 7 T72s might be something of a stretch. So I'm also going to spam a lot of rockets on them just to stun them, which makes them an easier target for these HOTS. Take out another one. Come on, land. Get out of their range if you want to live. These are out of missiles. land. These guys do have some range, although it's not that much. Disable the gun, so they use their ATGMs. Same deal. These guys can still fire some rockets. HOTs are rearmed. They're getting a swarm of ATGMs after them. Took out one. They're getting swarmed again. Took out another one. But they're getting so damn close to this resupply, it's worrying me. Hit one. Took out another one. No surprise by firing about 4 to 8 ATGMs on it. Okay, move these guys up a little bit. These guys are out of ammo. Call out these resupply trucks, get them out of here. And they're now starting to engage these units, which is not good. Come on, I need you to scout for me. Yep, there you were. They got supply trucks and I want to capture those things. That means missiles. One down. Come on, go get him. Wait, well, go after him first, that's fine. But you can get side shots on this guy. Not anymore, you can't. Okay, out of ammo, out of ammo. Everything is going out of ammo. Oh, hello. Forgot about these. Okay, I'm going to have to take off with my command chopper. Again, not ideal, but I would like all of these units to escape with me. Got all the helicopters out, and I think I took out most of their T72s. Not all, mind you, but enough. These things, the Z5, still have guns, and I can use those to go hunting for command choppers. Command tanks are going to be a problem, but choppers are possible. These got 2 supplies, these got 722. So these guys might actually be able to resupply some of these missiles. Again, not a lot, but any will do. I want to save these cargo trucks because I'm going to be needing them next time as well. So always take care of all of your units, make sure they all stay alive because you never know when you're going to use them. They're on the ground. Supplies are now out, and I got 5 missiles, which is not bad. Okay, run, Forrest, run. Command chopper near, Z5 moving up. Sorry, SA-342, these are my Z5s. Hello. We can get some nice side shots on those. One for each. One down. And this guy misses. What's it gonna come down to you now, buddy? Nope. Okay. Well, I hope you did your best. Though it wasn't very good. They cannot attack these Jalos because these guys are armored. And my machine guns cannot penetrate that. They got an HE power of 0.5. Got a PT-90 in here. We got something else in here, not a valid target, so we cannot attack it, not a valid target. That's a command T72. What I might be able to penetrate though is a resupply truck. So I might be able to hunt a couple of those down. I might be able to go after artillery if it's not armored. Oh wow, they got an FOB. I want one of those. No, they can attack this thing, but it's going to take forever and then some to destroy it. Oh, hello. That's a nice target. Unarmored. Unarmed. And dead. And 100 points. Thank you very much. Now let's see what happens if I go after this FOB. I don't think they're going to do any damage to it. Yeah, never mind, guys. Nice try, though. I want to use these things as something of a spotter, so that I know when I need to relocate my trucks. I secured Bravo. Might be a command tank, might be another UAZ. Let's go find out. But I'm worried about the fuel levels on these things. They have an autonomy of 550. I already sent them across the map once. If these things are going to land, they're going to be easy pickings for tanks. Yeah, it's not worth it this turn. Keep them out of combat. And just wait for the timer to fly by, really. Now, if I was really cheeky, I could try to fly the Z5 to Kirovsky. It's not ideal, because there's still a command tank nearby, and I cannot call in anything that can really take care of that. So the risk doesn't really outweigh the reward. Okay, all of their command choppers are down. We took out their command UAZ. We took out one command tank. Their Strelas are out, their Veselaks are out, that's good news. They lost 31 T72s, not only in this match but also in the previous one. They lost their Recon, they lost 6 of their Jalos. Now we lost quite a bit as well, we lost a couple of Strelas, but we have plenty of these things, so I don't mind. Still only got 7 tanks left, and we still have all of our helicopters. Planes are going back. So this was some fight. In the next video we're going to continue the battle in Spassky Dolny and hopefully try and get some shots on these guys, who are now severely weakened, but they do have air support, and it is some air support. They got MiGs and they got Su-25s with IL-2s. So this is going to be quite the fight, and I do need some decent anti-air fighters, air superiority fighters, but I'm afraid I don't have those. So tune in to the next episode if you want to see how this campaign continues. Thank you for watching. If you have a question, don't forget to pop me a comment. If you liked the video, please hit like. And if you want to see more of my videos, just click the subscribe button and they'll come to you automatically. Thanks for watching, and have fun playing Red Dragon.